the sixth point is how to legally protect your organization. There are some tips to protect your organization that we can address here. And some of those include, just put the temporary transitional job offer in writing. I have to say it's one of the most important actions you can take to protect your organization. I take that written job offer letter in with me as an exhibit in trial, and then there's no mystery as to what my client has offered or what the employee has unreasonably refused. So it's a good exhibit that reduces to writing the date of the offer, the details of the offer, and what restrictions it was complying with. Document everything. That means keeping copies of all workers' compensation correspondence, report of work abilities, document conversations that you've had with the employee and the supervisor about, your collective commitment to working within their restrictions. Document the time the employee's working, whether the employee's called into work, the results of each doctor's visit. Document changes or upgrades and restrictions, or any questions that might be have been expressed by the employee. It's important to note that these workers' compensation documents, though, should be kept in a different file than the employee's personnel records.
And Beth, can you say why that is?
Well, personnel records are discoverable in workers' compensation cases, so my clients will be routinely asked to disclose the contents of the personnel file. But I may have, in fact, some privileged communication or documents exchanged between my client that ought to be kept separately in a confidential work comp file, and that is not discoverable. So in all cases, I would oppose the disclosure of any of the contents of a work comp file containing privileged information. So, a work comp injury is generally covered as a disability under the ADA, which means that the employers have an obligation under the ADA within reasonable accommodations to return employees to work, or frankly, they may be at risk of an ADA lawsuit. So you're really taking care of both obligations, both from a federal standpoint and your own state's